Hello. For Michelle and I, from the bottom of our hearts, for everybody to make this trip is just, it's amazing. It's a miracle. A destination wedding for me was like, I was scared to death. I was like, destination, what are you talking about? Why wouldn't we do to Charlotte or Florida, just somewhere, wherever, Colorado even? It could have been fine. But no, Hannah said, we need to go to St. Thomas. She was like, yeah, Dad, it's cheaper to fly to St. Thomas than it is for you to fly to Charlotte. So it was financial, which I love about her because she's all about girl math. It all worked out.
To my lifelong best friend, Hannah. When I say lifelong, I am not joking. I mean that literally. We have been best friends since the womb, thanks to our parents being neighbors before we were even born. Hannah and I have actually never lived in the same city after our parents moved us away from each other at about 5 years old. Thank you. I think it's because because they thought we were going to be too powerful if we were in close proximity. That is until a few years ago. Hannah was itching to make a move somewhere new right after COVID. I started planting it in Hannah's mind that she should move to Denver selfishly. While she was planning her move to Denver, Hannah got a crush on a coworker in Charlotte, which is a slight hiccup in our little moving plans. But then she started telling me about the time they were spending together and the fun they were having, and this guy sounded like the whole package. And so Hannah moved to Denver, and whoa, imagine that. You guys decided to give long distance a shot. Not surprised at all, and I loved it. And so soon enough, Josh started flying out to Denver to spend time with Hannah. And I know better than anyone how hard being separated from Hannah is. So when I found out that while Hannah had loved her time in Denver, Hannah had decided it was time to move back to Charlotte to buy a house with Josh and adopt Mia and start the most beautiful future that you guys have in store. Josh, you are the perfect person for my girl. You are hilarious, charming, smart, and downright one of the kindest humans I have ever met in my entire life. Now that you two are legally married, Josh, you are officially my best friend for life.
I've had many amazing memories with Josh and Hannah over the years, but one moment really stands out to me. And it was the moment that I knew that Josh was going to marry Hannah. When Hannah moved to Denver, they would do the back and forth, long distance traveling. She'd come here, he'd go there. During all of that, we had a team practice. Josh showed up a little bit early, him and I, and he came up to me and he told me he was moving to Denver. And selfishly, I was like, oh, well, there goes our ace, one of our best hitters, and now I've got to rely on David too much. And so, joking, of course. Love you so much. But really, when I looked into Josh's eyes when he was talking to me, I could tell he was following his heart. I know he wasn't overthinking anything. He was determined to be with Hannah. He was going to do anything he needed to do that.
You're the best person I know. Not many people get to marry the best person they know.
For those who don't know me, I'm Morgan. I'm Hannah's older sister and her co-maid of honor tonight. Hannah, I don't always say this enough, but I admire the woman that you've become. You love hard, you protect fiercely, and you don't back down from a challenge. Josh, when Hannah first introduced you as your boyfriend, I'll admit I was cautiously optimistic. Protective older sister instincts kicked in. I kept waiting for you to realize what you'd gotten yourself into. Instead, you leaned in. You didn't just put up with Hannah's intensity, you matched it with calm, kindness, and lots of dad jokes. To love, to partnership and to finding the one person who makes you feel completely yourself and still loves you anyways. Cheers!
I love you so much.
We just want to say really thank you so much for everything. Kind of raise a glass for all of you because we really, really appreciate all of you so much. So, yeah.
Josh, there's a quote I wrote down long before I met you. It says, "One day, when you least expect it, you are going to crash into someone who is going to be so soft and gentle with your heart. And you are going to be so glad you kept it open. You are my once in a lifetime, Josh. And I will spend the rest of this life showing you just how deeply loved you are." I love you.